Greetings, salutations, good day and hi, you guys and gals, and welcome to the finale of the Indy Lights 4th Series. Only 3 races left in this series. We are going to have rounds at Rio, Hondo, Charlotte, and Belle Isle, and then after those 3 races, we'll be able to know which of these 32 drivers will earn the spot in IndieCar in the 16th series in May. So let's have a look at the points standings as they are. It's currently Umi Kyoku who's still in the lead, and quite a big lead to her name. 165 points. After 3 pretty good rounds to her name, she has yet to miss out on a race, amazingly enough. 34-point lead ahead of Crumroll, who won at New Orleans last night. Third is Ariel Yuriko with 126 points. Just mixed results last night, but is still up there in the top 4. Tori Orion, newcomer, finished second at Nazareth. 1 point behind Ariel at 125. These 4 drivers are within 40 points of each other, 40 being the amount of points for a race win. Remember, maximum amount of points that you can get in a round in Indy Lights is 41, which is by winning a race from pole. And 5th is Hayate Takanashi, not too far behind with 120. And already a few drivers with their names crossed out, since they're well over 123 points away from Umi. So names in bold are within 80 points of each other. Names in bold and underlined are within 40. Alright. So let's go ahead and introduce our commentators for today for this special Indy Lights Series 4 finale. Let's say hello to Adak and Nabi. Hello.
Well, what a nice day here. Good morning if you're in the States, evening if you're in Europe, or night if you're in East Asia, or places that are close by. But anyways, welcome. I would like to thank everyone back for your attendance, or rather for your viewership for the Indy Lights season finale for season 4. We got 3 tracks coming up as per usual. We got the Autódromo Termas de Rio Hondo track in Argentina, which is known to be pretty fast flowing for these cars, so watch out for the tire wear. There's also the Charlotte Motor Speedway, which will be the last of the oval races that will be done in the season, and Detroit Belle Isle, which will be a street circuit to determine the champion of Indy Lights for season 4. And as always, I've been very excited to see the outcome. Shame that I haven't been able to attend the midpoints of the season, especially given how in Darlington there was a photo finish that resulted in a win for Onolumi. Yep. I hope to see more of the same coming up in the next in these final 3 races.
Yeah, there's also yeah, that's Adak in commentary. There's also Nabi in commentary, currently muted on Discord, but should be able to come in. Hello, Nabi.
Hello there. How are we doing? Are we doing good?
Yes, we are doing good.
We are doing good. My second commentary, we will see how we do. No expectations, but we have expectation on these drivers that are doing pretty good for themselves. Like a photo finish is kind of like a one year thing maybe in a series. So as you said, it is, maybe we will see another photo finish or something even closer.
Yeah,
we will see.
Yeah, let's see how it is for today as we start off here at Rio Hondo. 11 laps. Rio Hondo in Argentina. That's right. Indy Lights going international here. We're using the Grand Prix circuit, 4.805 kilometer, 2.986 mile, 14 turn circuit. Mari isn't quite out of the running. She is 105 behind Umi. Yeah, but still needs a lot of help if she wants to have the best of shots at a title. Anyway, we are going to go ahead and load.
Yes, let's hit the load button, and don't forget to get ourselves into one onboard lap. Can't wait to see a bit of a preview on how the tracks look like.
Yep. But we are going to do so, and fast forward a bit. Try to find someone who will be rolling off. Yeah.
Ooh, it's TBD.
The notorious TBD.
Mm-hmm.
5-time race winner. We're gonna fast forward to right around here. This is a good place to start.
Alright, so anyways, you're coming into the final set of corners. This reminds me a lot like Magni Core. So not the line that you want to look into, but a good exit from the final corner can set you up very well onto this short burst into turn 1. And as you can see here, you might want to go on the outside line into the first 2 corners. Or the first 2 corners, try to get yourself very neat and tidy. As you can see here, try to get yourself into the racing line, although this is not the racing line you're looking for. This is still manageable though. But anyways, once you exit turn 3, this is where you will have a lot of room to get in, gain a lot of time, because after this, you will have a very long back straight for you to utilize. So watch out for this spot here, as you might be able to see a lot of overtakes here as you get past turns 3 and 4. And now you're coming into the turn 5 hairpin of sorts. You might want to take this thing in maybe 2nd or 3rd gear depending on your car. Oh, a bit loose there, just to correct the car. And then here's the long right-hander of turn 6. You feel free to absolutely put your pedal to the metal, as these cars can absolutely handle it. And into the braking zone, turn 7, a very tight section here. So this is where overtakes can happen, as well as the ones you see in turn 5. And then turn 7 and turn 8. And then coming into the pretty simple 90-degree left-hander. Might want to take this in 3rd and 4th gear. It's a medium speed corner, as I mentioned. This track is a medium to high speed oriented circuit of sorts. As you can see, turns 10 and this very long left-hander turn 11. And then you're coming into the tricky section here, turns 12 and 13. You gotta have to turn and brake at the same time. Watch out for your tires though, as you might want to. Oh dear, that's not how you want to end the lap though. But rest assured here, once you exit the turn 13, you might want to go flat out into turn 14 to maximize your time onto in that front stretch. But anyways, with the qualifying session done, with 29 cars still running, let's see who will not qualify and who will make the cut.
Oof. All right, grid us. And we have a few names that miss out. Grimmy just was already eliminated from title contention. Just of course doesn't make it. And we also have Mero Umiko, Rana Iana, and Kibawu, and so Mero is already out of title contention, and so unfortunately Rana Iana is out of title contention by
Mero Umiko as well.
Yeah, Mero is already eliminated, and Kibu was already out of contention as well. So those are your 4 names that miss out, because 24 car fields.
Alright, so let's see who starts on pole, and it will be Nini Yuna with 5 cars actually setting identical lap times. But remember, the driver who sets that time first will be the driver who starts ahead. So Nini Yuna gets that time first, so she will start on pole position. Mari is in 2nd. Elias Delaria, who has had a torrid time though ever since round 4, is now qualified in 3rd with Yukinoshi Tapeo in 4th. Aston Martin in 5th with Kimi Bidorni in 6th. Lida Oriana 7th with Clavio 8th. ICI 9th with Umi Kyoku, the championship leader, in 10th. This is going to be a massive curveball. Yuno Hanaki is in 11th with Momozora Sena in 12th. Mimiko Miu is in 13th place with Crumroll 14th. Ao Territory is in 15th with Aozora Furia in 16th. Crystal Maltese starts 17th with Lorelei Loch in 18th. Utada Zoe with 19th with Brad Cookie Box, who also doesn't have a good season up to this point. Let's see if she's able to make some changes in 20th place. Tori Oriani 21st with Onolomi 22nd. Mia Marina 23rd, and Para makes up the finishes off the 24 car grid. Now, I shared my thoughts. Navi, how about yours?
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, Dag is probably got a better prediction. What is yours first? I really want to see the professionals.
Well, it's a nice straightforward road course, as in lots of runoffs, so probably not expecting much in the way of accidents, but I don't expect it to be clear of incidents either. I'd expect mostly smooth running for these 11 laps.
Mm-hmm. So, anyways, you might want to know my predictions as well. So, as this is the last of the actual road course races, I expect not really a lot of attrition. So, I don't expect a lot of crashes, but I do want to expect maybe a good amount of tire wear right at the end if the tire wear is indeed calculated. And also expect a possible pit stop shuffle. So that might cause another curveball, especially watch out for the championship leader. Of course, we are talking about Umi Kyoku, who has a 34-point gap over Crumroll. Let's see if there might be some massive point swings.
Yeah. Anyway, we are set to begin, but before we do so, don't forget in the live chat, the pinned comment, the link to the IndyCar 16th Series roster poll if you haven't gotten into that. The poll is closing tomorrow after the Formula Hollow stream, so gotta get your entries in by then. It's basically the white flag being waved for the roster poll. So don't forget about that. Anyway, we are set to begin. Go ahead.
Let's hit the race button.
Let's go.
Right, radio. Everyone gridded up, and safety car is coming out. Lead everyone on the pace lap. So Niniuna and Mari, your front row for this race. Gotta make sure the pace lap is.
Oh, I think I saw a car being spun. I think.
No,
but I think we're still good.
Yeah, everyone is good. Yeah, everyone's still good. Just we're gonna start. I suppose around here, this is a good place to start. So, Yuna at pole, Mari starting alongside safety car will be coming in a bit, and then we will be set to go for the last permanent road course race of the series. Round 10 of 12 here in Argentina, in Rio Hondo. Let's see how it is here.
En Rio Hondo estamos en Argentina.
And yellow flag is waved! Yellow flag is waved. No starts. Yeah. Yeah, Mari was too eager to go out, and
oh wow.
And the flag guy didn't like that, so we're gonna have to redo the pace lap and try again.
Yeah. I mean, there wasn't a penalty. That's fair. That's for me. It is kind of fair. Rookies make mistakes, so
Take two. Let's see if we have a proper start this time around. And we do. Let's do this. Green flag is waved. We're racing.
No.
And all right. So, anyways, Mari now leading this pack of cars here, leading Yuna and Yukinoshi Tapeo. Everyone is now just about in a single file except Stellaria and another car. And meanwhile, further back though, I know there's a lot of side-by-side action though between Marina and Para, Briat Cookie Box with Oriane. Lots of argy-bargy between these two, but now they're coming into the back stretch. We are going to be watching though a potential battle here between Nini Yuna and Yukinoshi Tapeo.
with Mario leading the charge.
Ooh, I might be thinking of a switchback move there. You can also stop Peo, but she has to think better off as they're now coming into turn 6.
Mark,
as you can see here, Peo.
Listen. I swear I have a completely different Eurobeat mix this time, and yet it's the Heartbeat song again.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Go. Oh, and I noticed that someone said go fish.
Go fish!
Oh no. What a random moment. But anyways, let's get ourselves back in racing action though. But you can see here the leader continues to control this race, Mari, but not before Nini Yuna tries to go down the inside, coming into the tricky braking zone into turn 12 and 13, and watch out for TBD and Yukino Stapeo trying to catch Mari unaware as they're taking a very steady and calm line into the final corner. It's now Nini Yuna now leading lap 2.
It's Nini Yuna,
I think Mari,
and TBD, your top 3. Go ahead, Navi.
Mari seems like she's really focused on winning the race. So I think she's my favorite right now. She's giving everything.
Careful, a bit of bumping. Alea Stellaria in the top 5, but Aishi
Open white.
Good lord. Here comes Aishi I entering the picture.
Anyways, we are now seeing a current train forming between the second place driver of essentially Mari, who doesn't have a great run though, but watch out though for TBD trying to make a move down the inside, but not before. Peo tried to take a move around the outside, but now she gets checked up by the rest of the field. TBD now guarantees 3rd place, but watch out for Oriana though trying to go up into 6th place, and now watch out for ICI trying to make use of this her position to try to overtake Peo.
A whole bunch of cars bunched up together, but things have cleared up for a bit. Back to single file. TBD trying to find an opportunity here.
Oh dear. But anyways, we are still looking at Nini Yuna already having a pretty comfortable gap here over 1.7 seconds, but I think it's already 2 seconds now, but not before Mari and TBD now still go side by side. What racing action are we going to be seeing here as we now get to see TBD now taking 2nd place over Mari. Peo now waiting in the wings to see if she might be able to take up some scraps, but watch out for the midfield battles though. It's very much bunched up further back.
Points leader Umi at mid-pack here, dealing with some competition, just struggling to get along in this Argentinian road course setup. Chrono on the
speaking of which, I just want to also.
Ooh, careful
also
there,
speaking of which, Crumroll already making use of Umi Kyoku's mid-table problems, and now Crumroll has managed to make use of this opportunity, and now Crumroll is ahead so far, but only marginally. This is about for the championship that we are going to be looking into. Navi?
Yeah, I think, I don't know, man. From the inside, Oriana really trying to be aggressive. Not really dive bombing, but extremely late on the brakes. That technique, I think, is really good. I think who was in first? She's really getting a lead. I think maybe we are in the start of the race, but she's really getting a huge lead from everyone else.
Yeah, as I was saying before seeing a bit of action, chat, Chrono saying that he wants to have this track up for the VGTC. It'll be quite a nice track to use for this year's edition. Yeah, a nice manageable road course. International.
Speaking of which, Mari struggling on that turn 13, and now she is being exposed to IE who's probably going to be taking a move down the inside of turn 1, but she might need to think better off, but not before she takes a look into the outside line. That's a bold move from ICI, and watch out for TBD though, trying to see if she's able to seize the opportunity. Well, it's not like, well, I'm not sure what opportunity means in Latin, but we'll talk about that later. But speaking of the championship context here, where's Ariel Yoriko in all this, and Tori Oriane as well? I think Tori Oriane is running inside the top 10.
Not even.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So, and speaking of which, I also haven't noticed. Okay, Hayate Takanashi, who is, I don't think she's in this race though, so that also hampers her championship hopes. But for TBD, who's currently running near the top, this is a great chance for her to steal points away from the championship leader Umi Kyuk, who's only running in mid-pack, but not before we get to see more side-by-side battle between Clavio and Oriana. And now Clavio is gonna probably go make a move down the inside on Peo, but well, let's see if Peo is able to hang around the outside. That's gonna be a yes.
I've also noticed Ariel Yoriko is also a miss in this race, so that's another big absentee by the top points leaders. Umi, still way up there, has not yet missed a race this month. Currently running 13.
Yeah, Sena is really good right now.
Ours content to drive safe at this point, mainly single file.
And right now we are noticing that Mari is currently struggling to keep up with the leader Yuna, and right now, he's gonna probably think of a move down the inside in turn 2, but watch out for the momentum as it flows into turns 3 and 4, and not before TBD tries to join in on the fight. This is some great racing though for the battle for second, even if it's not for the win. We get to see some great action though, but watch out for Hanaki now joining in on the fight, as this is now a 4-pronged battle for second.
A driver in pit lane. Of course. It just had to be her again.
Oh dear. Very, very unfortunate though to see Briat Cookie Box now having to be mired in such problems. I have to feel though for Briat though. Now obviously she was absent in the 3 races leading up to this round, and her average finish, I do notice here, is average amount of points earned is only 5.1, which would put her average position of just under 16th.
Boy. And also Briat. that's a interesting way of shorthanding her name. Just simply call her Bri, and that's how it is. And yeah.
Oh well.
The gaps
it happens.
Yeah, the gaps are starting to get bigger and bigger between first and second, and likewise second and
third.
Hanaki. Trying to hold on to fourth, but is being challenged by TBD and Lita.
And watch out for the Oriana is probably going to be trying to seal this move by sticking around the outside as we go on board before she gets overtaken by Kinoshita Tapeo, who also wants to try to get past TBD, but it's now a 2-wide battle coming into turn 2. This is going to be some interesting things to look at as Peo now, what a move down the inside against Yuki Hanaki, and not before Hanaki wants to go at it again with, that looks like Oriana, and Clavio now joins in on the fight. This is just, they're just trading this lead back and forth like it's, what is it called, baton toss?
Yeah. Seems like a Olympic athletic course. They are really like switching positions, trying to be aggressive, defend zone, defend the inside. Mari is really doing a good job of defending the insides. Like, she got thrown so many attacks for everyone else that was behind her, and she still is holding that second position.
Yeah, for a road course race, quite a lot of action, quite a lot of finesse. Everyone driving clean, and And it certainly helps that they're all driving spec cars. Everyone has the same car, same same engine. Just they have their own unique setup, whatever's most comfortable for them, and it's basically driver skill that determines who's the best in the field. As we see Mari and going to pit lane, TBD also coming in early on.
Looks like this might be what we call a pit stop shuffle. I think this might be predicting, because you see here lots of drivers actually coming into the pits, so here all bets are off.
It's too early for a pit stop shuffle. It's just barely over halfway through, as seems to be the first of the drivers to finish her stop.
Ooh, beats TBD and Mari. What a great stop that they've done to at least get her ahead of her rivals, though. Meanwhile, Locke is not going to have a good amount of time in the pits.
Nor is Aotaru.
Ooh, and meanwhile, Nini Yuna is still just vibing in the lead. Let's see who's running in second, though, because there might be some battles, though.
Yeah, it's only the first batch of cars coming into pit lane. I suppose the rest of the cars will be coming in to take their stop.
And speaking of which, Yukino Scorpio trying to defend against her opponent, Oriana. As you can see, Oriana tries to think of a switchback move, but right now Peo is doing just fine so far, as they're now coming into the fast third sector.
Umi among the drivers who haven't stopped for fuel or tire change.
Oh, I think that Nini Yuna is now going to be in the pit. This is what we mentioned, though. The pit stop shuffle. Peo, Oriana, Otavio, Umi Kyoku, Crumroll, Aston Martin, Onolumi, the defending race winner, Oriane, Kara, and Seina, alongside Marina and Utada Zoe, are now coming into the pit. Watch out for ICI, though.
Oh wow, what happened there?
Fast
Nini Yuna now comes up.
Yuna.
And that was a quick stop. Yeah, I do notice, though. So that will mean that Nini Yuna will have the race lead after this pit stop shuffle. What a turn of events this has been, though. Nini Yuna manages to defend her race lead, manages to keep the gap in a healthy position while keeping ICI at bay. And speaking of ICI, this is a very good job for her, trying to move herself up into second.
Oh no, yeah, Zoe.
Oh yeah, I do notice, though. Yeah, not sure what happened to her front wing, but I do notice that she was running at the back of that initial pack who joined in on the second round, on the second batch, who was coming into the pit stop earlier this lap.
I think I saw an angle that on the enter of the boxes there was like someone crashed and they didn't have time to brake, so
I think that's why.
Yeah.
And Zoe runs out of fuel.
Very unfortunate for Utada.
So that's already 2 drivers out of the race, and that eliminates Zoe from championship contention. And as for Mia, she's still barely alive in championship contention, but it's not looking too good for her. I tried to catch up to Yuna.
And just to clarify, it's not Dag catching up to Yuna, it's ICI who is catching up to Yuna. And speaking of which, Yuna's done a very good job, though, of defending her race lead even after the pit stop cycles. But watch out, though, because ICI has not been in this battle for the race lead for a while, so experience may be a question. But watch out for TBD, who is a constant in this battle for the race lead. Let's see if she's able to at least get a second place.
Both Zoe and Mia confirmed out of the race due to fuel.
Wow.
Anyway, Umi still languishing mid-pack.
So it looks to me that based on what we're seeing here, in at least in the championship context, just wanted to highlight a few parts here. Speaking of which, where is Crumroll and Oriane? Speaking of which,
Crumroll not so hot.
Yeah, Crumroll's not so hot either, but watch out for Oriane though. Lita Oriane, who's I believe running inside the top 10.
Tori Oriane is 15th. There's
Okay,
Lita Oriana and Tori Oriane.
Lita Oriana should be able to at least close the gap though. Given that Umi Kyoku is currently running in around 14 to 15 and all that stuff, and given that Lita Oriana is currently running in 7, this would mean a small point swing in the grand scheme of things. But given that the winner is Nini Yuna, who is currently languishing down in 27 as we speak, this is a decent consolation win that should make her be able to at least be in the hunt for the championship. But right now, even the realistic permutations are not in her favor. So at this point, she should just focus on getting this win to at least bring home something in the season. But not before ICI is going to try to spoil the party. The 20th place driver now trying to make a move against Nini Yuna, who wants to at least have this win to at least be a consolation for the season up to this point. But IGI is not gonna give up on this pursuit for the race win. But as both of them are battling, watch out for TBD, who's gonna spoil both of their parties.
Yeah, they were really close before. Like they were battling. I was battling Mari defended. Whoa! From the inside, what happened?
Yeah, the battle for the race lead, Nini Yuna and ICI, they were side by side at one point. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Breeze not having a great time here in Argentina, but you saw, as Nabi mentioned, though, those two were side by side at the exit of turn 2. But meanwhile, we got ICI, who was side by side with Nini Yuna, now having to concede that position in the position to get her race lead. Because right now, I just want to also highlight that we only have over a lap to go, so now all bets are off to see who's going to be winning this race, and ICI is going to go at it again.
Oh wow! That was so. Oh wow!
What an overtake by I, who's vying for her first lights win.
That was cleanest, maybe the cleanest overtake for all the race. Just to take the first. And she's getting the lead, so it's gonna be difficult catching up to her if you get the rhythm these last 2 laps. 1 lap and a half.
We're coming into the final lap though, as now we get to see TBD making a bold move down the inside against Nini Yuna, on which the race win, the chance of a race win is now slipping away. Dag.
Going into the white flag now. White flag is waved for ICI. Of course, gotta watch out for Yuna and the notorious TBD. TBD especially looking for a 6th win, as we see more cars going to pit lane. Absurdly. Well, certainly stuff may have happened.
Stellaria. Stellaria.
Just also not too hot this month. Crystal in pit lane, so quite a handful of cars in pit lane.
Not a good look for them. As anyways, let's take a look back into this battle for the race lead though, which is now devolved into a battle for second, as IGI is romping away with it. But you can never rule out something extremely extraordinary coming into the final stages of this race. Maybe if Nini Yuna can perform a Hail Mary from out of nowhere, this will be a race win. We're remembering TBD!
No. Well.
No.
Fuel mileage race!
Fuel mileage race, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that's completely ruins all momentum for what has been an awesome race. Fuel mileage and stuff.
Watch out for any shock results, though.
I don't understand.
It's gonna be racist to go first. KO is out.
Let's see if Nini Yuna can hang on in these final 2 corners.
Oh, it's gonna be so close, just a few tight turns away. Lita is out of the. Oh.
You need to be. Oh,
Yuna runs out of fuel. Everyone is running out of fuel.
No way.
What the hell is going on? This is chaos, ladies and gentlemen. What gives? Everyone is running out of fuel.
The tank was too small.
Mari might just be able to finish this race after all. I think she's one of the drivers.
Mari
made the pit stop early on.
Let's go.
It's an inch to finish. And it's gonna be Mari with the surprise victory! Mari! Gets her first Indy Lights win in unusual fashion! What the hell is going on here?
This is epic. This is Mari
crazy.
in a race.
Yeah, I mean, if we want to talk about real life examples that we have that is pretty similar to this, I remember a Formula 4 race in Sepang that was decided by fuel mileage where everyone just runs out of fuel. And also Formula E in Valencia. It was, I think, 2020 or 2021. You should look this up on YouTube to see how those races pan out. And I'll share this to everyone. How those races finish are similar to how this race finishes, and we ended up with having 5 finishers, and Ella Stellaria, amongst all people, finishes 3rd.
Brita Cookie box. Wow, she finished.
Well,
she finished. I mean, top 5, my man.
Yeah. Only 5 cars finished this race, as while Dag is just continues to be flabbergasted.
Yeah.
Dag, I hope you have the results. I hope you're able to record the results regardless. So anyways, I'm just going to report on the finishers for this race, since we are going to make this race official as everyone has crossed the halfway stage. Mari is your surprise winner in a crazy fuel mileage race in Termas de Rio Hondo, with Munico Miu in 2nd,
Not to my surprise.
Crystal Milk D 4th, Briat Cookie Box in 5th, Yuna Hanaki 6th, the first car out of fuel, Nini Yuda 7th, Clavio 8th, Umi Kyoku 9th, Crumroll 10th, Onolumi 11th, Momozora Sena 12th, Tori Orian 13th, 14th, of course, having to go down to... Dag,
Para?
if you can scroll down. Anyways, Para 14th with Lida Oriana 15th, Yukina Stapel 16th, Ashton Martin 17th, ICI 18th, Lorelei Loch in 19th with Tsukimi B. Dorney in 20th, Alter Tori in 21st with Aruzora Foria 22nd, Utada Zoe and Mia Marina being the earlier casualties in 23rd and 24th. And with that, I would predict that the current championship situation has remained unchanged because Umi Kyoku have essentially finished ahead of Crumroll, so she might actually have a chance to seal the title in Charlotte if she is able to grab this win.
Okay, where is the file? And just need to verify matters and confirm that there's some winners here. Nina Yuna, let's see, Yuna finished 7th, so 18 points, 18 for Nina Yuna, and everything looks good. Actually, instead of 18, it should be 19 because she got pole. So also update the medal counts, and that was a bizarre finish. One of the most bizarre finishes we've ever seen in any VTRP race. Mari, Minako Miu, and Aaliyah Stellaria with a podium.
I'm just as gobsmacked as any one of us in the commentary booth, as we are just going to double check on the championship contacts. The only driver who is within 40 points of Umi Kyoku is currently Crumroll, who is 36 points behind. Umi Kyoku at 179 points and Crumroll at 143. Tori Orian onwards are currently a race win away from Umi Kyoku's points tally. And I would also like to confirm that anyone from Mia Marina onwards is already out of title contention.
Yeah, you're definitely right. Yeah, because Peo, Onolumi, and Sena are on 82 even. And so we'll confirm that. And yeah.
Let me just say this. For me, Mari won in my heart. This is won by her. It is what it is. Just cinema. Hands up, cinema.
Yeah, Umi with a big result may have a chance to close things down in Charlotte. So we are going to take a break of a few minutes. I will temporarily turn off the stream and then turn it on again, and then we will see how it is for the last oval race of the series. Can Umi close it down one race early? We'll find out pretty darn soon. All right, that's you all in a few minutes, all.
All right, stay tuned and see you in a few minutes.
See ya.
Right, before we get into the action in Charlotte, I want to have a look at my notepad. Seeing where the starting positions are for the top three at Rio Hondo. If you're just joining us, we just had an race that take place. Let's see, what well, okay, Mari started front row, and so if you ignore the fact that something took place at the end of the race, then and a second place finish from a win from a start of second is perfectly normal. Let's see, Minako.
I mean, I predicted it. I'm just gonna say it. Sorry.
Yeah, Minako started 13th and perfectly normal. So the pit stop shuffle. I don't know if it did bupkis or not. So yeah, because a surprise second place finish for Minako from 13th, but Mari started front row. Aaliyah started second row. So yeah, that just looked perfectly normal. Yeah, the top three finishers look normal to me. So anyway, last oval race of the series. Go ahead.
All right, so anyways, welcome back to the stream, and I just wanted to remind everyone we're going to be going back to one of the more infamous tracks in VTRP competitions. Is Charlotte Motor Speedway. It could range from pack racing or just straight up chaos, or in a race filled with attrition. It's all dependent on what cars we're going to be dealing with, but since the Indy cars are more powerful than the BTFs and the Pro 2000s cars, but a bit weaker than the Indy cars, we expect a middle ground between chaos and attrition and just straight up clean pack racing.
Yeah, when we raced there in IndieCar a while back, there was certainly chaos. You'll have to go back to the last IndieCar series in the WODs, and you'll see what I mean. But here in Indy Lights, we'll just see what happens here. 40 laps, 1.5 something mile quad oval. Just need to confirm. Charlotte Motor Speedway in Concord, North Carolina. Banked 24 degrees in the turns and 5 degrees in the straights. Yep, that's right, exactly 1.5 miles or 2.414 kilometers. Load!
We are loading.
Well, we are just gonna be hopping in for an onboard lap just to make sure that people are gonna be familiar with.
Yeah, my finger slipped and whoops, I accidentally went back into the main screen. Let's try that again. Again.
All right, so as usual.
Oh no, not again. My finger slipped again, and we gotta load. Uh-oh. Yeah, just what is going on? Yeah.
We can be loading for like weeks. I don't care really. I will just stay here and commentate. Just whatever.
I will be in the. Well, I'm not gonna say anything. All right. Anyways, we are just gonna get back into the stream here. TBD is back in the saddle on her number 27 car. Anyways, we should be able to go on board on what should be the last of the oval races here in VTRP competition. Yeah. So we're gonna go on board in due time as she's gonna get into the backstretch.
Yeah. I'm just showcasing the Speedway aero kits. Yeah, different front and rear wings for most ovals that are over 1.4 miles. Go ahead, Adak.
So anyways, we are gonna cross the start-finish line for the start of this lap here. 24 degrees of banking on both sides. This would mean that you're able to just go all about flat out in these Indy Lights cars as if this is like a pack race in Daytona or Talladega in a stock car. So anyways, you're just gonna go absolutely ham in these cars coming to turns 3 and 4. I would say the inside line will still be king, but watch out for potential runs on the outside line. So this is something that I want to pay attention to as we get to see an onboard lap here in Charlotte. So we are going to grid the field later on, Dag. So we're just gonna let this second lap go on as usual. And as you can see here, the inside line should mean that you're able to carry about, I believe, 250 to 60 kilometers an hour, or with that, 130, 140 miles per hour. But I think we'll want to check on that later as TBD now comes into the pits. And that should be it for qualifying. Dag, can you please grid the field?
Yes, I will. Yeah, you got me in the mention of ham, though. Ham.
We are gonna go ham for sure.
Ham, yes. Alright, so you can go over 190 miles per hour here with these super speedway kits. But anyway, let's go ahead and set the grid. And that is exactly 24, and oh god, Ariel misses out. So these results will stand because 24 are in.
Oh yeah, Ariel Yuriko again is out of the race by virtue of a DNQ. Her championship hopes have now gone out. She will no longer be able to compete for the title from this point on. Ashton Martin and Claudio and Kiva will be joining her on the sidelines. Speaking of which, what happens to the championship leader and etc.? Umikyoku and Crumroll, just wanted to check.
There is Crumble, but where is Umi? Whoa! Umi a pole!
And I just noticed that that there are actually 3 cars who set the identical times. Again, Umikyoku sets the fastest time first, which will mean one thing: she starts on pole ahead of Hayate Takanashi in second. Joining the two will be Para on the second row alongside Nini Yuna in fourth. TBD starts fifth with Lida Oriana sixth, with Grimmy seventh, Crumroll eighth, Miniko Miu ninth, and Briad Cookie Box in 10th. Yukinoshita Pale in 11th with Our Territory in 12th, Tori Oriane in 13th place, and joining her alongside will be Mero Umiko in 14th, Sleepy Project in 15th with Crystal Milk Tea 16th, Mari Mari 17th, Yuno Hanaki 18th, Aishi Ai 19th, and Rana Iana in 20th place. Azura Perea will start in 21st with Lorelei Loch in 22nd with Elia Stellaria, the surprise podium winner in the last race in Termas de Rio Hondo. Joining her alongside in the final row will be Kohaku Yumikui, the Pro 2000 champion of this year. And with that being said, I can't wait for you to hit the race button. And I will say this though, it's either pack racing or just straight up crashing. That's just my prediction.
Everyone is set to go. Go ahead, Nabi, as you're saying.
Yeah, you were saying, what is your prediction for this race? Is it the line? Is it gonna be a lot of crashes? It's gonna be like the last one, like a fuel shortage.
Pack racing for sure. These are gonna be 40 challenging laps for these drivers to contend to. Umi has a decent shot at closing out the series and earning that IndyCar spot. Can she do so? Let's go ahead and load the music and get onto the track for the warm-up lap.
Hit the race button, Dag.
Hitting the race button, Adak.
So right now we got the current championship leader Umi Kyoku. Based on my predictions, a mid-table finish can be enough for her to take the title. I mean, even if she does finish in the bottom with only a single point, this does require the likes of her fellow championship contender Crumroll to finish ahead of her and win this race for her to keep the title hopes alive. But I would say this though, if Umi Kyoku finishes 16th or above, then that will be the championship wrapped up for Umi Kyoku.
Let's see how it is as everyone is set to go. Here we go to the green flag. We are racing in Charlotte.
Let's go. We have started. And we can see Yumikoku really stay in the lead. Let's see for how long.
As Umi Kyoku now stays in the lead here currently at the moment. Takanashi now hangs on in second, but not before. Oh, I think there's a bit of a checking up though further back for Hayate Takanashi. As meanwhile, we get to see some 3 wide action at the exit of turn 4 for the mid pack with Yumiko Iana and Hanaki briefly going 3 wide at the exit of turn 4. Meanwhile, it's Umi Kyoku leading Para, and Grimmy having a great exit off of turn 2. Will she be able to bring that momentum? Trying to make a move into second place? The answer is going to be yes.
Quite a few overtakes behind Umi, but still very early on. Heo, who likes her mobile racing, jumping up to second all of a sudden, passing Para. But has the high line, though.
And right now we are just going to be checking into the rest of the field here. Sleepy Project now hanging around in 4th place. The inside line is doing very good. Is actually doing a good job though. This is what I mentioned about pack racing though. These cars having enough amount of horsepower to make use of those amount of horsepower to make them go fast on the straights. But as I mentioned, there's little enough amount of arrow that they have to lift off in the corners. So this will mean that runs from at the exit of corners will be very important as well. So as these drivers, need to balance between how much speed that they need to carry in these corners, because if you carry too much speed in the corners, then you might go into the wall. As Crumroll now goes into the race lead. Meanwhile, where is the championship leader of all?
Umi Kyoku, yeah, she really braked a little bit too late and got lost. So many people like overtaking her.
Being hindered by Yuno needs to try get back onto the swing of things, but Heo on the inside. Umi struggling in 9th. Crumb still ahead. Also gotta watch out for the Benoi rabbits in Para.
Parrot absolutely having a great rondo off of turns 1 and 2, and now she's gonna probably make a move down the inside against Crumbro.
Oh.
Crumbro absolutely struggles in turns 3 and turn 4, and now Miniko Mew tries to make a run on the outside, but now before Crumbro gets her back, as now she actually was trying to get herself up for the front stretch, but now get to see Bree now trying to join herself into the fray as she now gets her way into possibly 3rd place, but we'll have to see how this develops. Now Crumro's going to try to go at it again down the inside.
Coming into turn 4, Crumroll having the advantage of the inside line.
Oh yeah,
Sheds back up into the lead.
was clean. A lot of speed going. Like she's really taking advantage of that inside line. So we will see if anyone can reach. It probably will. We can just see how much speed you can get.
Umi regressing further into mid-pack, trying to speed her way along the inside line to gain back
Another
a few
overtake.
positions. Para up in front.
Para.
Head of Sleepy Projects. And her distinctive
absolutely.
stripes. Go ahead.
Yeah, speaking of which, Sleepy Project probably have drunk a good amount of coffee though to keep herself energized and awake for this battle here. And where did Yuki come from? What a dive bomb and a half that was before the green car, as Sleepy Project now takes the lead away from Para.
Here comes the former Kawaii member on the inside, going past Para to move up to P2. Now wants to take the lead by herself. Side by side with Sleepy. Inside line for Yuno to Sleepy's outside, and Yuno Hanaki goes up in front now.
Meanwhile, got other drivers in hot pursuit. Just looking at Oriana though, trying to make her move and down the inside against both of them. They're not possibly stuck on the outside line if they're not careful. As I mentioned though, the inside line is the way to go. Miniko Mir tries to make it 3 wide, but not before Sleepy Project tries to block her off. Oriana though is having a pretty decent run though on the inside line, but not before Sleepy Project has a better exit off of turn 2, but not before Oriana beats her into turns 3 and 4. Let's see how she faces against Yuki Hanaki.
Yuno Hanaki, not Yuki Hanaki.
Well, what?
Close
Okay,
enough,
never
close
mind that.
enough. And I wasn't. We all make mistakes.
It's good, it's good.
Even the professional attack.
Yeah. Lita goes clear of Yuno.
And we already passed the first quarter of this race. We still have 30 laps to go, and it's still a very hotly contested affair. Miniko Mew now trying to defend against Para around the outside, as Miniko Mew just stays where she is right now. And no,
Wow.
there's 3 wide action.
Wow. This is
what I
exciting
mentioned.
stuff. We had a
And
lot.
what did I mention?
We had a lot of 3-wide action in Darlington, and now we just saw a bit of 3-wide action here in Charlotte.
And what did I mention about pack racing and the whole attrition thing? Fortunately, we're going to be talking about the former, as long as these cars don't mess each other up, especially in the next stages of this race. Because right now, we're in a good flow right now. We don't want it to be interrupted by, I don't know, cars stopping in the middle of the track, as we've seen in certain series. I can't remember, but I think it was in Corpo, where there was a good amount of attrition in Charlotte.
That was IndieCar.
Yeah. So anyways, nice to see a good amount of respect in these pack racing moments. As you see here, Kinoshita Pale trying to get a good exit off of turn 2 to get herself into the 4th place spot. Now trying to find a way past Oriana and Co currently in this battle for the race lead. Meanwhile, Hanaki stays in the lead right now. Para might sniff a move down the inside. Oriana gets shuffled off, and it's going to be a neck and neck with the run so far, but I think it's still going to be nip and tuck to see who gets there. It's going to get close though for the rest of the field.
Let's see who wins. Let's see gets the inside line. Kyoku goes back, right into the
Top top 5 are well ahead of the next driver down, which is Kyoku. And
we got to see really a lot of more like stag racing.
What happened?
I think someone has to check up though in that pack. In that pack though, we saw lots of drivers having to easily back up a lot, which amounts to a lot of overtaking and crazy overtakes and that. Speaking of which, Kyoku running in the top 10, if I'm not mistaken, will secure her the title.
Probably. But there's the issue of Crumroll, who's not too far behind Umi. Yeah, Crumroll is 36 behind Umi.
But as it stands right now, Crumroll will try to take it down to the final race of the season. She really wants to get this drum roll right until the end of the season. Let's see if she's able to bring that momentum up until Detroit. As we now get to see, though, more battles down side by side for the battle for the race lead. The number 23 against the number 31. Para against Yuki Anaki into turn 3. It's now going to be Para now ahead.
Para out for blood right here. Taking the lead, but trying to unleash some Oni power. Regains the lead. Lots of
meanwhile, watch out for Miniko Miudo actually having a very great run off of turn 2. Peels her down the inside. Is now in second and is about to make a double overtake for the race lead.
Very nice momentum.
Seems like the overtaking line is really the inside. It gets so much speed, and if people don't defend it, it's really hard to. It's really hard to not overtake. It seems like an easy overtake for most. Has anyone overtaken from the outside? I think maybe not.
Yeah, I think I agree with Navi's statement though. The inside line is currently the fastest line here in Charlotte in these cars. I mean, lots of the moves that have been done have resulted in moves that are in the inside line. But I would want to mention to you that if you're able to stay side by side into, let's say, this back straight, and if you're able to stay side by side, you might be able to have a better run if you're in the outside. But generally speaking though, if you want to make a move down, if you want to make a move, you might need to make a move down the inside. Oh yeah, Kyoku now down in based on what I'm seeing, 18th, and this would mean that the title fight will go down to the wire in Detroit.
Crumroll well ahead in 10th.
Yep, trying to keep the momentum up as she now dispatches Tori. Now she's in 9th based on observation, and currently a few steps closer into getting this race win. I mean, or rather not exactly the race win, but closer to Kyoku's gap. Who knows? She might be able to bring this championship to her right in the end, but of course we'll have to wait and see how it goes. Meanwhile, we get to see Para down the inside of Hanaki. Miniko Miudo managing to defend her so far.
Yeah, while we're on the subject of inside line being the way to go, when we're talking about oval racing with IndyCars, they prefer racing on lower banked tracks. Indianapolis Motor Speedway is the banking is relatively on the lower side, around like 6 degrees, 8 degrees, or something like that. For stock cars, higher banking is preferable. It's a bit more dangerous to race higher banking in IndyCar. The last few times that IndyCar visited Texas Motor Speedway, there was there was practice for highline driving, and that certainly resulted in some very great races, especially in the last couple of years. So, of course, the organizers of Real Life IndyCar decide to not go to that track anymore, and also NASCAR being a spoil sport with the scheduling of races there, and so the only speedway race with the Speedway kits is at Indianapolis, because just blame it on Penske.
Yeah,
Ouch.
yeah.
Well, that's IndyCar lore to ingest. Meanwhile, as this race goes on, we get to see Umikyoku, I believe, is not exactly. Umikyoku is still in this mid-pack battle, though. As I mentioned, though, she is still behind Crumroll by quite the margin. And again, as it stands, Crumroll will have the ability to compete for the title at the final race of the season in Detroit, albeit with a massive points gap over the championship leader. And as per VTRP rules, if I'm not mistaken, that whoever is the championship leader will be guaranteed to start in the final race, right?
Yes, that is exactly right.
And speaking of which, we are coming into the final quarter of this race. Minikyo Mew has done very well to absorb Hanaki's offensive charge, and now get to see Hanaki trying to go deep into the white line to get a very good run though into Minikyo Mew. But let's see if the momentum will get shut down by Minikyo Mew once again, as we're now coming to the final 10 laps.
These last 10 laps, is there gonna be a box? Is he probably in the standard strategy, or?
Hope it's a clean sprint to the finish unless something happens.
Unless something happens, let's see. I think that there hasn't been any crashes, so seems like it will be finished clean. At least for now. Back to you, Adak.
So I would say that in terms of the race finishing as it is right now, I also noticed that Lorelei Locke, the last place driver, is still running in this race, which is a massively nice thing to see, as Crumroll now goes ahead of Umiko to keep her chances alive. And looking at Umikyoku, who's running in 15th, this will be a point swing of 10 points. So this will mean that Crumroll, as it stands, will have a 26-point deficit to Umikyoku, which is currently manageable only if Crumroll manages to finish third or above. And everything else must be dependent on where Umikyoku finishes. We'll talk about that in more detail as we continue to progress forward into the final stages of the season, as Minikyo Mew continues to defend like absolutely crazy though against Hanaki, but they're now side by side in the turns 3 and 4. This will be a great test to see if the outside line still works, and the answer is going to be no. Hanaki now takes the lead.
The Mialoon member certainly having some good oval experience. Still pretty good. Still in second. Certainly had a race win to her name in Purple Car. Also doing quite well in the oval racing in lights. Gotta do some chasing again against Minako, who's keeping up good momentum, especially after her surprise second place finish at Rio Hondo.
Speaking of which, Minikyo Mew is gonna try to defend once again against Hanaki. Very great defensive and attacking action from Minikyo Mew, but not before Hanaki is gonna try to spoil the party once again. But again, I would like to applaud the Minikyo Mew's defensive tactics to just defend that race lead like her life depended on. Speaking of which, 3rd, 4th, and 5th are on a battle pack on their own, as well as Aishii tried to defend against Crystal Milk Tea, and Para, who has been consistently up front as well. As we're now coming into the final 5 laps of this race, it's still Minikyo Mew in this race lead.
Nico tried to increase
Crumroll
the
wasn't.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Dag, you go.
It was a back and forth for a while between Minako and Yuno, but gap trying to increase. Yuno trying to decrease the gap between the two. Umi quite a distance behind. Umi quite a distance behind Crum. As we go back to these two.
Miko Miu has done a very good job, though. I would like to applaud her driving here in Charlotte. She's done a very good job in these oval races, from what I'm seeing. Miniko Miu, even though she didn't have the best seasons so far, of course, she didn't perform in long, or rather, she didn't perform in gate. She did okay in Gateway, finished 9th. She was absent in New Hampshire. And when she was in Akron, she only got 13th place, and she was absent once again in Nazareth. And in the Darlington race, she did finish 4th, so this is a great momentum for her to close out the oval portion of the season, with her final 2 oval starts coming in with top 5 finishes. So this is a very great stuff for her. Very proud of this team and the development that she's had so far. If she's able to defend against Hanaki in these final stages of the race, then we gotta give her a clap, a standing ovation.
Yes.
Yeah.
We go into the white flag now. Minako having a 0.72 second lead ahead of Yuno. Ishii third, being pursued by Crystal, but Minako is way too far ahead. I don't think Yuno will be able to go past. Minako probably should have a chance at the title, but she is going to get the victory here in Charlotte, and that will do it. Minako Miu gets her second Indy Lights win. Congratulations!
Speaking of which, watch out for the battle between Umi Kyoku and Crumroll. And we do have confirmation, though. Crumroll finishes 10th, Umi Kyoku 13th. The championship battle is on.
Yeah.
We will decide the Indy Lights champion in Detroit Belle Isle, but for now we're going to congratulate Minako on a very nice performance here, finishing with the win here in Charlotte for her second win in Indy Lights competition. Hanaki gets second, and Crystal Milk Tea was able to edge out Ishii to make the podium. So very good finish for Crystal there.
After what she has went through in this season, I would say that she has done a very good job. Anyways, let's run down the finishers. Miniko Miu gets the win over Yuno Hanaki in second with an amazing defensive drive. Just wanted to double check on what's happening here. Crystal Milk Tea third with Ishii 4th, and then Para 5th with Mari 6th. Yukinosha Peo 7th. Sleepy Project 8th with Mara Umiko 9th, with Crumroll 10th to keep her championship hopes alive. Lita Oriana in 11th with Ao Territory in 12th. Umi Kyoku finishes 13th place. Come down to 14th is Briat Cookie Box in 14th, with Lorelei Loch in 15th, who was running last but manages to make a comeback for some reason. Tori Oriana 16th, Aozora Foria 17th, TBD in 18th, with Kohaku Yumiko in 19th, with Elias Stellaria in 20th, Nini Yuna 21st, with Grimmy 22nd, Rana Iana in 23rd, and the last of the finishers, Hayate Takanashi in 24th. So I would predict that, given Miniko Miu was already 62 points behind, I think she might just sneak into this championship battle. But we'll have to confirm the standings later on.
I got the points coming in. Just need to make sure they are correct. Minako with the win, and that looks correct. That's 24 drivers in, and Hayate, unlucky for her, finishing 24th from a front row start. Yeah, that was a stiff competition in Charlotte with lots of overtakes and stuff. Not nearly as many as in Darlington, but yeah, that was a challenging race right there. Okay.
All right.
Let's see.
So, just to confirm, who gets pole? Who got pole?
Umi Kyoku got pole.
Ooh, make that a 4-pronged battle for the title. What? Ooh.
Look at this. With her third place finish, Crystal is now 36 behind Umi. Second place, not gonna be enough. Not gonna be enough to contend for the championship. Yeah. Let's just have a look at the top 5 and edit thing. Yeah, top 5 and edit. Edit things out. Top 5 after round 11. So Umi 188. Miniko is now second. 157.
Damn.
31 behind Umi. Drum roll.
And yeah,
155.
I gotta have to. Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I just wanted to highlight what these drivers need to do. With all these drivers finishing currently 30 points behind Umi Kyoku. If Umi Kyoku, I believe, finishes inside 12th place or higher, then the championship will go to Umi Kyoku. Apart from that, if Umi Kyoku finishes 13th or lower, then it's open season for the other 3 drivers who are still in title contention.
So
Yeah,
Umi,
mommy.
Miniko, Crumb, and Crystal.
Will
So, yeah.
Miniko Mew to the win of the championship? Is it gonna meow meow? I don't know. Yeah, you get it.
So second or better for Miniko. Crumb and Crystal must win out. Yeah. Umi, basically a 12th place or better will lock things out. Is that right?
I will have. Based on my current permutations, Crumroll and Crystal Milk Tea will have to win this race, and hope Umi Kyoku finishes outside of the top 20. Outside of the top 20, if they want to have a chance to win this title. Miniko Miu might have a better shot, though, as she might hope that if she wins this race, then she might hope that Umi Kyoku might finish in about 13th place or lower, and if she finishes second, it's still a better job, but I would argue that if she finishes 19th or higher, then it's still going to be Umi Kyoku with the title. So if I guess outside of Umi Kyoku, Miniko Miu has the best chance to win this title, but this requires Umi Kyoku to finish outside of the top 20. So right now, it's Umi Kyoku's title to lose coming into the final race in Detroit. Can't wait to see how it goes from here. Let's start this final break before we get onto this finale.
Yes, we will do so. Yeah. Again, I'm gonna halt the stream and then get back up, and then we'll see you all in a few minutes as we travel up to Detroit Belle Isle for the Indy Lights Series 4 finale title decider race. Alright, so in a few minutes.
Stay tuned, and we'll see you there.
Yeah.
Alright, so it comes down to this. 4 drivers in contention for the title. We have Umi, Minako, Prum, and Crystal. But Umi with a big advantage. She will get to start the race at least. We are going to race at Detroit Belle Isle. That's right. 13 laps. And
so...
Go ahead.
As we're just going, all right. So as Dag is just going to set up the settings here for what should be an intriguing season finale here in the Belle Isle, I would say that as with all street circuits, I expect some argy-bargy. I expect lots of contact. I expect less room for error, especially in this critical stage of the season where everything is about to be settled in this very dramatic season finale. So with that being said, I would be as excited as everyone coming into the final race of the season. Of course, we got Umi Kyoku currently in control of the current championship battle here. Basically, a 12th place should be enough for her to seal the title. But if she finishes 13th or lower, it will go down to whether or not Miniko Miu, Crumble, or Crystal Milk Tea will be winning this race. Other than that, it's all in Umi Kyoku's hands. I would say that her percentage to win the championship will be at around 80%.
Yeah, just trying to find the information about the Detroit Belle Isle track, but I'm only seeing the later downtown track. Just need to have a look at it. It's supposed to be the older
now
layout.
that the majority of the roster is kind of out of at least winning the championship, do you think they will go a little bit crazier? What do you think they will do? Will they be clean, or will they have like a little bit of malice and just, I mean, it's just a little push that you're gonna do, well, it wasn't my problem, it's racing, we got too close. Things like this happen a lot, so I kinda expect that, like for sure.
Looks like we're using the 2012 layouts, which has 14 turns. It looks more like 15 or something. This is a 2.34 mile layout. Anyway, 100% damage, and just no time to waste. We gotta make sure Umi is in the field, and we'll just see what happens.
All right, let's hit the load button to see how it goes from here. And with that being said, I am just going to see if the right field is in here. And I just want to confirm, everyone, Umi Kyoku is in the field. Let's see how the onboard goes in the Belle Isle track.
Yeah, we'll just see if there are any absences or what have you not. See who will be in this race as we see someone out. We're gonna follow along with the adorable Lita Oriana for the track preview. Go ahead, Hadak.
So here we are coming into the final sets of corners or turns 13. This is where they will start the race, and then into a quick turn 14 before you actually start this lap, and then slight braking into turn 1 and 2, a fast flowing S here, a chicane of sorts if you will, then get a very good exit for a pretty long backstretch run at Central Avenue before you have to go for some heavy braking coming into turn 3, a pretty slow corner of that, and then you're about to get into Lauter Way as you come into turn 4, and then going for a short burst into turn 5, going back into the mid-run of roads here into turn 6. Turn 6 will be coming into Strand Drive, which will be a crucial point in this track because you need a great exit off of turn 6 to have a great run on this very long back stretch. And now coming to turn 7 into turns 8 and 9. But anyways, here's turn 7. This is where you might want to make your move, and then a slower turn 8 and then turns 9 right here. Another slow corner before you might want to go a bit faster into turn 10 before you have to immediately head yourself into the brakes into turn 11. Get yourself back into Strand Drive for a quick run into turn 12 and turn 13. Treat this as a single corner of sorts. Get yourself in the right position to get a good exit of turn 2 to fit 13 and into Sunset Drive for you to finish your lap here in Detroit Belle Isle. No room for error for this championship battle, and that should be a lap here in Detroit. Anyways, let's see if these let's see which drivers will make it and which drivers will not.
All right, just need to go ahead and set the grid for this race. And okay.
Yeah, looks like we got Para Claudio, Utarazoe, and Hayate Takanashi, who have not made the cut for the final race of the season. Speaking of which, let's see how the championship contenders have fared.
Radio then, Hadak. Yeah, we'll have Umi starting off in 13th, and Kiba Wu will have pole, and Crystal will start off 3rd. Minako 4th,
and Crumroll 7th.
Whoa!
All bets are off. So, anyways, let me introduce the rest of the starting lineup here as Kibo takes her pole position, beating Momos Drosena by virtue of setting her pole time first over her, as they both set identical lap times. Crystal Milk Tea is in 3rd with Miniko Miu 4th, Elia Stellaria 5th, Mari 6th, Crumroll 7th, Ariel Yuriko 8th, Out Territory 9th with Yukinoshita Peo in 10th, Mero Umiko 11th with Nini Yuna 12th, Umi Kyoku is in 13th place. 14th place down on back, it will be Grimmy in 14th, Rana Iana 15th, IGI 16th, Lida Oriana 17th, Ashton Martin 18th, Lorelai Loch 19th, Briat Cookie Box in 20th, Onolubi 21st, Kohaku Yumikui 22nd, Mia Morena in 23rd, and last place will be Aozora Furia. Watch out for the top 10, and watch out for 13th place. Umi Kyoku will be starting her potential championship race in 13th place. But with third and fourth, second row of course being the championship hopefuls. If either of these two win and essentially Umi Kyoku finishes outside the top 20, then it's going to be either them who will be winning this title. Meanwhile, Crumroll might need to do some work. Those are going from 7th to the lead, and she needs to hope that Umi Kyoku finishes in 13th or lower for her to win the title.
All right.
Yeah.
Just need to do some housekeeping a bit with the medal count updates, and then we will be set to go.
Yeah, I mean, for me, really, Miniko, Miniko Mew is the ones that seems like really aggressive, stay consistent the whole race. Those are the ones to look for. Crystal Milk Tea kinda close, right? In the points championship, so we will see how the race devolves into.
Yeah.
Yes. Hang on.
Let's see.
Yeah, let's see what happens. This
for
is
now.
Go ahead.
For now, let's see. Dag, you got it.
All right. This is going to be a real barn burner. 13 laps in Belle Isle to determine the champion. All 4 championship contenders in it to win it.
So again, apologies for the slight disturbances. Can't wait to have this race back underway here for the final race of the season. We'll watch out for second row, though, as I mentioned earlier, to see if they would get this show on the road and to possibly challenge themselves for a race win. But again, it all comes down to whether or not Umi Kyoku will stay inside the top 20 or not.
True.
Yes, true.
Facts.
Okay. Facts. Yeah. All right, let's get right to it.
All right, let's hit the race button.
Okay.
Yeah, this track, we may have to do multiple attempts at the start, but yeah, but we'll see what happens.
It's okay.
Yeah, gotta make sure
It's okay. That
is
just
clean.
build up excitement for it.
It looks pretty good to me. Just a few more turns and then we'll be set to begin. Kiba starting off in the front row alongside Momozor Sena. Crystal 3rd, Minako 4th, Crumb 8th, Umi 13th. These four will be vying for that IndieCar roster slot. Who will get it? We are gonna find out just about now. Here we go, final round of Indy Light Sports Series here in Detroit, Belle Isle. And we are green! Let's do this!
And it looks like Sena manages to defend her lead very well, though Kiba trying to defend against Miniko Miu, who is already up into 2nd place. Already a great charge for her to try to mark her championship credentials. Mari now also on the hunt for this race win as well. She now tries to go down the inside with Sena now leading. Miniko Miu is still charging though. She's not giving up on this potential championship win. But again, she's doing all that she can right now. And now Miniko Miu makes her statement clear. She wants to win the championship, but this is all that she's able to do for now, as it now goes down to whether or not Umi Kyoko can stay inside the top 20.
Umi barely in the top 20.
Let's see Umi. Yeah, let's see Umi. Let's see Umi, Dag.
This top 20 should do, but it's not going to be easy. Not quite a good start for her. Losing a few positions from the start as they go around the fountain now.
Is it just me, as Umi Kyoko is now down in 19th place?
Yeah.
And she's about to be on the precipice of being out of this championship picture, unless she might find something from out of the hat.
Contact on the inside. This is gonna be dangerous. A free wide 2. This is late break-in. She got in. Okay, not even a scratch from now. I mean, maybe in the wheel, we'll see.
As Sena now overtakes Miniko Miu for the race lead. It's now gone back into the way of Umi Kyoko for this Indy Lights Championship run. But right now, we'll see how Miniko Miu deals with this conflict right now. But for now, we are just going to be paying attention. Umi Kyoko is now in 18th place. So this again, the championship will still go comfortably to Umi Kyoko as it stands.
Yeah, Minako certainly needs a 2nd or better. She is currently 2nd, but Umi is 17th riding at the moment.
Slowly climbing up, at a steady pace. She got the consistency to win the whole event, so the expectations are really high.
Speaking of which, Miniko Miu absolutely throwing herself at it in this battle for this championship supremacy, as now Mari is about to spoil up Miniko Miu's party, as Miniko Miu keeps on hounding Sena, and she might think of a move down the outside, and she's now under pressure from Mari, who's not going to potentially take 2nd place.
Mari tried to go clear of Minako, and does do so.
Ooh, but then again, the race is still very long. There's still a long way to go before the race sees its conclusion. And right now, I would suggest that Miniko Miu keeps her head down as this race continues on as usual. As now Mari's gonna make a surprise move around the outside into turn 1. I'm surprised as just as anyone else's is. Meanwhile, Sena's now under pressure from Miniko Miu. Will there be an outside move? Will there be an inside move? Sena now goes down the outside to hold off Miniko Miu, and that will be the case. Sena stays in 2nd.
Good defense by the Spanish VTuber, Momozor Sena. But Miniko has the inside. Sena doesn't want anything to do with that. Darned barriers. And there is the overtake right there for Miniko. Back to P2.
Let's see, Mari has the potential to be a really good defender. She has shown like really good defending skills. So it's gonna be hard on overtaking her like the last laps. Those are the important ones.
And speaking of which, Umi Kyoku currently running in 17th, and right now the championship might be in her hands after all. Speaking of which, the rest of the field here, looking at Cromwell, who's currently running in 6th, and also Crystal, who is running in 8th place. Again, this as it stands right now, Umi Kyoku will have the title wrapped up, and it will be both hands on the title for the hands of Umi Kyoku.
Yeah.
It's still way too early to call. We only made it through 3. But anything can still happen.
Yeah, that's right. And right now we are seeing Miniko Mew potentially trying to make a move against Mari Mari after having a great run at the exit of turn 2. Tries to keep her nose at it against Mari Mari. And right now coming to the other section here, turns 4 and turns 5. They're all just chilling around right now. And now Miniko Mew goes down the inside. After turn 5, will she be able to hang around the outside into turn 6? That should be a great run though for Miniko Mew, and that will mean that she will be ahead at Strand Drive. But will she be able to defend Mari Mari's charge?
Sena goes past Mari Mari.
Oh no, Mari, what?
But this will mean that Sena should be able to have a tit-for-tat battle against Miniko Mew, as right now, well, I noticed one of the comments here, Mari has nothing to race for, and now she goes crazy. Well, I guess you have a point here. She's out of title contention already, and she's at least going to be trying to get this win for bragging rights. But for now, Miniko Mew really needs to bring this home. But again, it has to be dependent on Umi Kyoku's finishing position. And right now, she is still in 16th. So it's not going to be enough so far.
Umi up to 14th now.
And it's about to be a race that's about to, championship battle that's about to come undone. By the very least, Miniko Mew might just be able to bring home this silverware, or rather goldware, as of course Miniko Mew has of course won in Charlotte. Oh, watch out though for this battle for the race lead. Miniko Mew against Sena. Sena back onto the race lead, but not before she has also been overtaken by Yuriko there. Miniko Mew, and Miniko Mew is now back down in 3rd.
Yuriko really upping the pace, really pushing the limits of the car. Let's see how she does against Sena defending. Let's see.
Oh, Miniko has dropped to 4th. Certainly going undone. How is Umi doing? Still just trying to keep steady.
Yeah, just the mindset that she has right now. She's done the big homework in the first 11 races of the season. Now in the title deciding race, she has this massive gap, so she has no reason to fight these drivers. But of course, she has to keep a decent, she has to keep a certain position, and in this case, she needs to stay inside the top 20 and to earn more than 2 points in the event that suddenly Miniko Mew suddenly gets herself in the lead. But right now she's in 4th and has lost touch to the top 3.
Wow.
Ah, man.
Wow.
Here comes Kiba.
Getting really close.
Well, Miniko's getting closer and closer to the top 3, but also Kiba wants in on the fun.
Speaking of which, Kiba is piling on the pressure against Miniko Mew right now, who is currently running in 4th place. Looking into Umi Kyoku, she's just chilling around in 14th place, around a second or two, or rather she is approaching the back of the 13th, 12th, 11th, and 10th. Tori now down, now in her position as we speak in 13th. Just Umi Kyoku just chilling right now. Right now we have 8 laps to go, still a long way to go, and we're just gonna pause for now as we're just gonna see how this battle for the race lead goes.
As long as the top two aren't any of Minako, Crumb, or Crystal, then Umi will be fine. Of course, the closest threat is Minako. Up to third now.
Oh wow.
Ariel losing ground. Here comes Kiba. Trying to go fast, but Minako goes on the defense.
Ooh, almost touched it there.
Yeah, Crumb rolls are just ninth, developed into a bit of a non-factor here. Minako, though.
Still, there's still a lot of hope for her, though. If she's able to overtake these two cars in front of her, then she is going to be in a position to win the title, provided that results go in her way. And right now, Umi Kyoku is still in 13th place and absolutely making a slow charge back into the top 10.
Yeah, Umi is really consistent. Even when she usually goes down, she always climbs back up. Even usually around the top 10. So she's right now the leader for a reason.
Yeah, Umi doesn't want to be too comfy. She's still got a race for a reason.
Yeah.
All right. So right now we're just checking in right now. Minako Miu still staying in 4th. Kiba has made her mark into 3rd place, as we're now about to get into 6 laps to go here in Belle Isle.
Race will be official.
That means full points, as we now get to see Kiba trying to make a move around the outside against Sena, who tries to make a move against Mari Mari. And as one of the commenters has mentioned, she is going to go all out for this one last win. Lost a Glock moment potentially mentioned by Azir. This would mean last lap overtake down on the final corner. We'll see how it goes from here.
Now, Minako now has a chance to strike against Kiba.
And around the outside she goes. And into turn 6, Minako Miu tries to get herself back up into 3rd place, and that should be a decent enough position for her to charge up into the top 2. Umi Kyoku still staying in 13th. Looking into the other championship contenders, we still have Crystal Multi down in 8th, with Crumroll in 11th. Speaking of which, Mari Mari and Sena now going side by side, exiting back into what looks to be Strand Drive and into the final sets of corners. That was a great move, though, as we saw on screen, as Minako Miu stays into turn 12 and turn 13. Kibo trying to join in on the fight. Minako Miu, what a charge that was for her to get herself back in contention for the race. But watch out, Minako Miu. Ooh, where did she come from? She's now back up to 2nd.
Mari Mari really slowed down a lot Sena, so Minako just got the focus on the inside and just got enough speed for the overtake. Mari Mari is still just racing up to the best pace ever right now, like best finish of the season probably.
Sena back up to 2nd. Kiba in 3rd. Oh man, Aaliyah.
Elias Delaria making a surprising charges from out of nowhere, especially given that she was not there in the middle stages of the season. But right now, Minako Miu is going to try to make things right, as she now is still around the inside, but has to kind of back off, though.
Oh man!
It was a great charge early on in the race, but as she continues to fall off, look at the pack that's forming behind the leaders.
Umi has regressed a few spots.
Umi Kyoku down in 16, but it's still going to be her championship as it stands.
Provided that she doesn't get any further down, I think.
Nah, the other 3 contenders need to finish 2nd or higher, and even then, that only applies to Crumroll. as with Crystal Milty and oh, Mari's. I thought that she might have a problem, but she is just romping away with the lead over 3 seconds ahead.
Damn.
Back to focus on Miniko Mew's car. Still wanting to get into the top 2, but it's looking pretty tricky this late in the race. Little under 4 laps to go. Again, this overtaken spot opportunity. Nothing doing this time.
And Miniko Mew still trying to hang around the outside against Saint. Miniko Mew, I believe, has now gotten herself up into 4th place. Now trying to bring some consolation though as it stands right now, but she's not going to go out without a fight. She has not gone out without a fight as we've seen so far in this race.
Somehow Aaliyah managed to go up to 3rd. Of course, there's the
and what a charge that has been. And speaking of which, looking into the rest of the running order, we do notice though, Umi Kyoko is now back up into 15th, Crumroll in 12th.
Actually,
and looking, oh yeah, 17th. Yeah, 17th place. If somehow, for some inexplicable reason, there's a bit of juice though to be found in, of course, Miniko Mew's car in the final stages of this race, and Umi Kyoko continues to fall, then it's literally a is that lock moment.
Yeah.
And by the way, Chrono updated Mume's entries on the Formula Holo table. Yeah, thanks for the heads up, Chrono. Thanks for the heads up. We gotta focus on the race at hand, though. Yeah, this is a big championship at stake here. 2.5 laps for Miniko to do something, and for Umi to at least keep where she is, if not improve.
Watch out though for Onolumi, who might just think of a move though right at the back though. But looking into the rest of the cars further back though, in 20th place, she is 2 seconds 2 seconds behind Umi Kyoku. So Umi Kyoku should be safe in her position right now, even if Miniko Mew goes into the race lead.
Coming down to 2 here in Belle Isle.
Let's see these last 2 laps, right? I mean, she's really far right now, but who knows? Maybe some missed braking point, just something. Maybe Mari gets distracted by something. I mean, I don't know how she got distracted by. Didn't got distracted by anything in this last races. Crazy performance.
Yeah, crazy performance here for Mari, who goes all out in this final race of the season here in Detroit Belle Isle as the sun sets in this championship battle for Indy Lights. Of course, we do want to see who gets to race in IndieCar in the next running so far, especially in the month of May. As we're now coming into the white flag, I would say that Mari has done very, very well to go absolutely ham in her charge for this win here in Detroit. It has been a valiant effort though from Miniko so far, but unless she can pull off a Hail Mary right in the final lap of this race, the title will have to go down to Umi Kyoku.
Block moment.
Here come the white flag for Mori. 1 lap to go in Detroit Belle Isle. 1 lap to go in the 4th Indy Lights Series.
And right now Miniko Mew is trying to everything that she can to make her move against Elias Stellaria. But Elias Stellaria has a wide car that blocks Miniko Mew's progression. Looking into Umi Kyoku, she's now back up into 15th. which almost guarantees it for her.
Yeah, like 2 seconds. She got like a 2-second difference, so it's gonna be really hard. Maybe Stellaria just gets the pace up in these last corners.
Umiko, oh, is that
Now Umiko and Rana Iana are in pit lane.
This might not be over though. Okay, I think this might be over. Unless Elias Laria and Mari Marcinelli go down into the pits and Miniko Miu somehow wins this race, I think it will be the championship wrapped up right here and there.
Coming down into the last few turns, Miniko Miu did all she could, but I think she's going to fall short. Mari dominant throughout this round. It's going to be a second win of the series for her. There it is. Mari wins at Detroit Belle Isle. And Umi Kyoku comes home to the finish line and will win Indy Lights Series 4. Congratulations.
Oh man, what a deserving championship for her. If I do want to say so myself, she didn't miss any race throughout the entire run so far. Meanwhile, Miniko Miu has to be okay with second, but I would say that Miniko Miu should have at least some plaudits for her run despite missing 3 races. Cromwell only missed Rio Hondo, but manages to stay in the title fight, as well as Crystal Milty, who missed 2 races. So I would say that the only other driver who competed in all the races is Yuno Hanaki, who competed in all 12 races. But apart from that, there's also Lida Oriana, who raced in every race so far. But apart from that, it's either at least a DNQ or an absent for the rest of the field. Only 3 drivers have completed the entire season, and Umi Kyoku is the best out of the 3. I will say congratulations to Umi Kyoku for quite the effort that she has put up so far.
Alright, everyone is just about done, and we will lock in the points and confirm the title. Back to the placeholder car. Yeah, so Mari, that is her second win already, second in 3 races, and the only driver to score 2 wins this month. So, let's see. Mari, Leah, and Miniko. Let's see. Another podium for Leah. Go ahead.
Alright, so Mari, of course. Congratulations to her. Alice Laria finishes in second place with Miniko Miu in third. It was a valiant effort for her, and it wasn't going to be enough. Kibo fourth with Momozo Racena fifth, Yukino Tapeo sixth, ICI seventh, Ashton Martin eighth, Crumroll ninth, Ariel Yuriko 10th, Bria Cookie Box in 11th, Arteru Tori in 12th, Crystal Milk Tea 13th. 14th goes to Grimmy with Umi Kyoku, the season 4 champion, finishing in 15th. Did just enough to win her the title. Mia Morena 16th, Lorelai Loch 17th, Onolumi 18th, Kohaku Yamikui 19th, Lida Oriana 20th with Nini Yuna 21st, Aozora Foria 22nd with Rana Iyana 23rd, and Mero Umiko in 24th. So again, that has been amazing for an amazing racing from what we've seen here in the Light Series. Congratulations, of course, to Umi Kyoku for bringing home the title for her fans and all that stuff. I know how it feels to win a championship. She should enjoy it and relish it as it happens.
Yeah, we will go ahead and look at the points and confirm the title. Confirm the title for her. Yep. And everything looks good. And bonus point for Kiba. Not that it mattered. Let's see. Insert note. Not that it mattered much.
So just wanted to confirm everyone here. There is a tiebreaker here, but we will go to Mari Mari for that fourth place. I just want to remind you all after she won 2 races to Crystal Milk Teas is 1, despite Crystal Milk Tea scoring that pole position in Chicago.
I just need to do some housekeeping and there we go. And I will go ahead and showcase the full final championship standings to confirm that there's no rigging involved.
For sure. Yahoo! Umi Kyaku!
Congratulations, of course, to her. Again, a very deserving run. Looking into her championship run, she did got second place in New Hampshire and a win in, of course, Austin in the Circuit of the Americas. Her average finish I would say that she would range between 7th and 8th, which is essentially the average finish expected for champions. So I would say that she's done a very good job.
Indeed. So Umi finishes with the title 194, Minico Mew second 185, Crumroll third 169, and Mari Mari will get the tiebreaker over Crystal Milk Tea for fourth, because Mari Mari has 2 wins and Crystal has 1.
One.
And the highest scoring driver who did not win a race is Yuno, who finished 6th, and Mero Umiko ends up getting Le Lanterne Rouge, or Wooden Spoon, or whatever you want to call it.
Ooh. Very unfortunate, but again, that's how racing goes. But anyways, I'm very much enjoyed the stream here for today and tonight. Very nice racing action in the Indy Lights. Can't wait for tomorrow night with the FHWC as a continuation, as we can't wait to see how those FHWC races will go. But anyways, I'd like to thank everyone for your attendance. Dag.
Yes, thank you, Adak, and thank you, Nabi, for your commentary. Don't forget, tomorrow, of course, we have Stars Touring Car Championship and Formula Hall World Championship action coming your way, starting at 10:15 a.m. Eastern, with the Stars race, round 3 at Barcelona, and then rounds 5 and 6 for the FHWC at Barcelona and Montreal. Those are going to be really fun, big races. And the next racing series coming up in April, which is scheduled to begin around April 11th, hopefully, it'll be the Corporal Car East and West Series, Season 7, where we try to see which drivers will do well to advance to the Corporal Car World Series coming up in June. Anyway, again, thanks so much for watching, everyone, and Adak and Nabi, pleasure to have you around for some pretty fun races.
Anyways, thanks, Dag. Just wanted to bail for now. Anyways, hopefully I'll be able to join in the FHWC races coming out tomorrow. It's been a great run for Indy Lights for season 4. Congratulations, of course, to the champion Umi Kyoku. Here's to more races coming up, and we'll see you tomorrow for more racing.
Yes. Thanks as always for watching, and if you're watching on SciTube, stay tuned for the soccer coming up in half an hour. Soccer, divegrass, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, thanks again for watching Indy Lights Series 4. Congratulations to Umi Kyoku, your champion of Series 4. She's moving on to May in the IndyCar Series. Alright, have a great rest of your day, and see you tomorrow for Stars Touring Car Championship and Formula Hall action. That'll do it for all. Thanks again for watching. My name is Dag the Pig, along with Adak and Navi. See you again tomorrow, and thanks again for watching. Otudag.
Oh, no,